Today, we're going to share with you our 6 weeks of planting in New Zealand. We found this job on the website Backpacker Board. We work from November 6 to December 15, 2023, in the heart of the Canterbury region and more specifically in the middle of the Rangitata gorge. We had various missions in this job. We'll talk about them in this video. But before that, Greg, our manager, is going to explain you the project.
Yeah, hi, my name is Greg Wilkinson. I am the team leader for Land Care Services and run the crew that's been involved in the planting project Jobs for Nature. It's a once-in-a-lifetime COVID response policy, really some funding from the government that was given to farmers in the upper Rangitata region. It's a 4-year project from 2021 to 2025 and is basically riparian planting, which means along the waterways, along drains and waterways. So what you can see behind us are the green guards, some of the plantings that we put in 6 months ago. So you can't see too much about what's emerging from those green boxes, but that shows you the density of the plantings. And also the area that we've covered here. So we have got a drain in front of us, and then we have got some further plantings back there. So eventually over time then that will grow up, and what you can see in the background is some exotic pine trees, which are plantation forest. We are planting New Zealand native plants here. So specifically the project is to plant riparian planting of New Zealand native plants in the upper Rangitata. For me, there's several aspects to this job. In fact, it doesn't feel like a job. It feels like we are creating something that is very special and unique. I like the aspect that we can bring a team together from all around the world to do the planting. So we have seasons for planting, which is spring and autumn. So spring for us here in New Zealand is that period from September through to December, which is now, it's December now. And then autumn being March and April that we're planting. But I like that aspect of bringing people together for the planting season. We've just completed a planting season for spring 2023. We've had 14 people in the team from all around the world, so that's been very special, and we've planted 50,000 plants. The other thing that I like about it is that everybody at every level of this project is emotionally invested in this. So from the landowners, because this is a private farm after all, we're using government taxpayer money to plant on private farms, but the farmers are invested here because they see benefit for them keeping stock out of their waterways. So these fences here are new as well, so it's to keep the stock out of the drain. So there's a payback for the farmer. There is also, we are at the coalface as the planters, so we are invested in the project, and then the bureaucracy above us, we deal with the Department of Conservation, which is the administrator of Crown Land, the conservation estate in New Zealand. They are invested in it as well, and the people actually farm here or have an emotional connection to this land. The final thing that I like about it is that we are transforming the landscape for generations to come. So there's a legacy aspect to this project where the plants that we put in the ground today or 6 months ago or a year ago or 2 years ago, they will bear fruit and grow for many years. I don't mean fruit in a literal sense, but metaphorically, they will grow and create a legacy here that transforms this whole landscape for generations to come. Some of the trees we have in here are called totara trees, which are a New Zealand native, and they will grow for up to 1,000 years. So for us to be able to plant here, a plant today, a totara tree that will live for 1,000 years, that's pretty special and unique. So that's what gets me out of bed in the morning.
So how it works, every week we are joining everyone at the yard. We had free accommodation during the week. The 14 of us were sharing different houses. So here's the house. This is here where we share the food during the night. The kitchen. The living room, so it's where we watch TV, play game. And then you have all the bedrooms. So there is like 8 bedrooms. Here you have the sharing bathroom and showers. So you have 2 showers per room and the bathroom. We were also lucky enough to have meals included, breakfast, lunch and dinner. For breakfast and lunch, the chef purchased groceries, so that everyone prepares their own meals. During the evening, Amadeus prepared some delicious food that we all shared together. A big thank you to you, chef. For our equipment, we have one overall, some gloves, and a radio to communicate with all the people around. So first thing we're gonna do in the morning is to load the different trucks. So the first one is with the mats and all the equipment, and the other one is for the plants, and you will see it just later.
The wind today, but we got the river energy as well. Does anybody like to lead the group today with our exercises? Anybody?
No, this is twist your hips. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, start. Tap.
So like a rap song.
It's time to load the different plants into the trucks.
Sorry, I've never done this.
This is one of our means of transport, an old fire truck exported directly from Japan. We're back on the road towards the planting site. The first step of planting consists of drilling, so making holes in the ground to accommodate the plants. Second step, place all the necessary gear on the ground, the plants and the equipments. So today we are planting, so we have the plant with the pot, the mat, which is like pure degradable, so it's gonna disappear in the soil. We have the gear, the bamboo, and so we take off first the plant, smash the roots, put it inside, then you use your hammer to just press everything. When it's very tight, you put the mat. So you have 3 holes on it, 1 for the plant, 2 for the sticks. You take the gear, you open it, put the stick in it, and the bamboo last. Ta-da! Clara's favorite part. Who love organization. All day long, she was in charge of managing and organizing the stock and give them to the team. The distribution bag you have. My goal was to sort the bamboo and wood into packs of 50. Then I had to place them with the mattresses in the distribution bags. The process of weeding, so which simply involves removing weeds that grow around the plants. If the weeding was not effective enough, we had to spray. Baby girl. For the spray, it was a lot of organization. We had to take our equipment, inflate the raft. Then, once we had our security jacket on, it was time to go rafting. We filled our bag with the chemical and the dye. Then begins long hours of walking to look for the bad weeds.
photos, so that's awesome.
The goal of the spray is to eradicate harmful plants that destroy the ecosystems and in order to prevent the proper development of the new plants. During the weekend, we live in a shared accommodation provided by our employee. Very few employees stay there. We were often about 4 to 5 people.
Hi, my name is Coco and I have been working with Ben and Clara in the planting project. It's not only about do the work and plant, it's a big group sharing a lot of stuff, experience, games. It's a very friendly experience. Here the people, it's amazing. For me, it's one of the best works because we have everything, the home, the food. And Clara and Ben arrive and they are also very good people. We love them. They give us a lot of crepes with Nutella, delicious, they work a lot. Clara clean everything. Ben put a lot of movies. We never saw a movie before them, so we share a lot with them. Thank you very much. And suscríbanse al canal.
We were lucky enough to have a private tour of the church and the cemetery. For the little anecdote, 2 of the crosses were directly imported from France. This experience allows us to obtain our visa extension, so don't forget to subscribe because we'll talk about it in the next video. Thank you for watching and see you soon for new adventures!